Hey, fanboys and fangirls, what's up? Welcome to the first ever What the Fanboy movie commentary.
It's happening.
It's happening. Hey, who's that? It's the voice of Brett Eitzen.
No one knows my actual voice. They just see me.
They just see your face.
That's not true. If Ian listens to this, he'll know who I am.
Ian.
So this is where you plug Destiny.
What's Destiny?
Yeah, what is
I
That is
can't.
my
This
favorite.
isn't the What the Fanboy show. So
gotcha.
there's no requirement to plug Destiny.
Oh, so this is different.
This is
Hey,
different.
I'm sure you can
Okay.
find some place to do it.
Probably.
Yeah,
Also-
there'll be something.
Also, Tyler's here.
What's
I feel
up,
like
what's
I should
up?
say his name in case some random person found this and is watching Split, just like, who are these three idiots? I'm gonna watch this movie with them.
Yeah, definitely put Tyler in there for that. The Three Idiots clan.
Yes.
I'm in.
The only clan I want to be a part of. Anyway, we're gonna watch Split because Glass is coming out. Oh man,
Glass comes out next Friday.
I'm already struggling.
It's all good. We'll get through it. It's our first time.
My mouth just moves faster than
The
my
first
brain.
time is definitely
Yeah.
not the best.
This is true.
I'm talking about movie commentaries. Gosh, can we just hit play?
So we're gonna talk about this movie while we
While
watch
we
it.
watch.
So ideally, you guys. I mean, you don't have to watch it with us. Ideally, you would be watching this
I have
and
listened
listening to us
a
at the
movie
same time.
commentary at work before, while not definitely watching the movie.
I mean, I think you can still get something out of it if you've seen the movie in the past.
Yeah.
But and I would not recommend ever watching the movie for the first time
With a
with
commentary.
a commentary.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do
that's
that.
dumb.
So if you haven't seen Split,
Watch it,
go
then
watch
come
it,
back.
come back, and watch it again. But
Yeah.
turn down the volume and listen to us.
Yeah, we'll still be here
We will.
for your
Fun
for your
fact.
second viewing.
Fun
It'll
fact.
be here forever. It will
So-
never disappear. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the movie. We're gonna talk about Unbreakable, probably.
Probably gonna laugh a lot.
I'll probably say something really stupid at least once.
It wouldn't be a What the Fanboy production without Luke saying something stupid.
I've already fumbled my words at least once, so
Yeah, you're bound for at least 3 more.
We'll just see how generous I am in the editing room.
thank you.
But as soon as we hit play on this, no editing.
Nice, I love it. Let's do this. Let's
We do-
jump in.
We do our best work live.
And the podcat is here, so you know it's gonna be lit.
Are we ready to start?
Yeah,
I
let's
think
do
we're ready
this.
to get going.
Okay. The Blu-ray is being silly. You
Ready,
should
set,
play
go.
now. You should hit play.
Start it now.
You should
You should be watching The World.
Universal. Did you
The
guys know
U
that?
just came over.
How good are you guys at understanding movie production logos? You got them all down by now?
Most of them.
Yeah. The only, I mean, not the only.
The one I always forget about, though, actually, for real, is Ridley Scott's.
Oh, Scott Free.
I'm watching it and I'm like,
What is this?
what the heck is this? Is this the beginning of the movie? And it's the Scott Free, like the kid with the lantern into the bird thing.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that. And I'm like,
It's all
oh,
kind
it's
of
a Ridley
artsy
Scott
style.
production.
Yeah.
Blumhouse.
Dude, been seeing lots of them Blumhouse logos the last couple of years.
I didn't realize.
take over the world.
I forgot this was a Blumhouse movie.
Oh, yeah.
Probably cost like $13 to make.
We're watching with subtitles. I might get so much more out of this.
Seriously, there's gonna be so many things I've never noticed before.
I think this one of the things I love about M. Night Shyamalan is
His cameos?
how much storytelling he does with so little. Like, that was one slow fade out and then a brief conversation here about the main character, but not even with the main character.
Yeah, just kind of explaining her personality and maybe some of the struggles she's having.
Right.
This blonde chick is in. Is that blonde? Whatever. Is in Edge of 17. She's good.
I think all of these the three girls here do a really good job in this movie.
I would agree. What's her name? Anya?
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
I know she has 3 names. I can just never remember them.
The frame.
She's pretty good in most everything I think she's been a part of so far.
She good in The Witch, Brett?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I forgot
a
about that movie. I need to watch
similar. Her personality is kind of similar, but different.
This part of the movie here, I actually really don't like the beginning of this movie.
I loved it because it just kept me on pins and needles the entire time. Like
it does that, but like all these girls get in the car,
oh, you're talking about once the
and like James McAvoy gets in
the car. Yeah.
and
They just sit there.
they sit there and they're like, "Oh, excuse me, you're in the wrong car." It's like, no, you get out of the car and you run. Like, it doesn't matter.
I
Like,
mean,
some
I don't know.
random dude.
And why is she sitting in the front seat?
Because those two have to be together,
It'd be
Obviously,
awkward
they're
if one of them
they're
had
the
to sit
best
next to
friends.
the weird girl.
right?
So why?
One of the things that
I think they're making fun of me. They're
he
talking
does
about
a
his
lot
eyebrows.
in this movie is with the camera movements back and forth. Obviously not happening at this very moment, but it did. How that it shifts, the mood just shifts with the camera, and later on in the movie, the personalities of James McAvoy, who we get to see right here, shifts as well.
Like, they all just sit here forever. She's just
Well-
staring at him.
She does. She's also the awkward one. The other two just now realized.
Puts on surgical mask. And she's still just sitting there. Run, girl.
She's in
But
shock,
also,
shock from fear, though.
You also got to remember, later on in this movie, we find out a little bit more about her backstory and what's happened to her.
So he can't see her?
What? No.
He doesn't see her. He's 2 feet away.
He sees her. His personality is very interesting too.
This one is Dennis.
Dennis.
The OCD boy.
I think he felt because she wasn't retaliating towards him, he didn't need to do anything about it.
Yeah. He's not a super aggressive.
Yeah, like he's apprehensive
Personality.
about doing this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, he's certainly willing to, but
He's the one. Dennis has the falling out with Patricia later in the movie too, doesn't he? Like he has problems with what she's doing or something.
a little bit.
Ooh. Underestimated part of this movie is the score. Like, especially during these opening credits. I think it's very, very, very creepy.
Yeah.
Anyway, all I was getting at was I think that when they're all in the car right there at the beginning, I think that just could have done a little better.
I loved it.
Well, you're wrong, Brett.
I'm always wrong.
Difference of opinion is not allowed anymore.
Watching this movie, this is like the third time I think I've watched this movie, and like the first 2 times I watched it, it never crossed my mind. Watching it now, I'm like, man, I could tell this movie was made on a small budget. Like,
Yeah.
like when you watch that opening scene, just in walking to the car, I'm like, they did not have any like tracks. They just walked that camera in.
Probably did it in like a Starbucks parking lot.
You guys notice the 24 names that pop up during these intro credits?
I didn't know it was 24, but makes sense.
I didn't figure it out until the end, when the end credits go through, and it stays. It doesn't do the flashing. It's too fast to count.
Did they put James McAvoy in the credits 24 times?
No, because
That would've been
he only
awesome.
actually has 7 personalities that you see,
What about
It's
7
8.
times?
or 8.
8 that you see, and then it shows there's the video clips.
Yeah. So
Oh,
he,
that's
but,
true,
but he
yeah,
is he is credited to all of those.
It's awesome.
I don't know what's going on with my aspect ratio there.
With the subtitles?
The subtitles.
You're locked in a room.
I don't know when something's going on.
The symmetry in that shot is so, and it sets up so clearly, foreshadowing what's going to happen with The other two
The
girls.
two on the right and then the one on the
Yeah.
left. Nice outfit. Gray on gray.
Is that his?
McAvoy is amazing in this movie.
He is so freaking good.
OCD.
Yeah. How quickly he can change personalities too, which we'll talk about later, when he actually cycles through them.
I can't wait for that scene in Glass they've shown in the trailer when they're doing the light therapy and his
Mhm.
personalities keep switching.
Yeah.
He looks like a disgruntled teacher, like a substitute teacher who hates subbing. He's just like, "Ugh, I just don't want to be here."
I choose you first. Go, Pikachu!
It's so. This is one of those moments where it's exactly like it's unsettling. It's also exactly what I was expecting, and I like how, like, really quickly after this. Well, maybe not really quickly. Here, by the end of the first act, though, it completely turns on its head that it's not about like
Them.
a kidnapper, like someone trying to
Kidnapper doing kidnappy things.
actually assault. Like, Dennis here he gets told off by Patricia, right? Like, that's not why these girls are here. And that makes it almost even more scary.
Do you think she actually peed on herself in this scene? Or do you think they just put water on her?
The actress?
Yeah.
No, they just put water on her.
Hey, you don't know, man. It's Blumhouse. They're trying to be cheap. They don't want to raise that water bill.
Leonardo DiCaprio would have peed on himself.
Yeah, he would have.
Yeah, these aren't necessarily method actors right here.
Jared Leto would have peed on himself and then peed on everybody else.
Yeah.
Right?
And then made a video about it and sent it to him after they were done filming.
Yeah.
These flashback storylines, I hate them. Like, not like, oh, it's such bad filmmaking.
It's not
like,
fast.
it's just,
Yeah, it's
The content itself is
It's just
really
so
disturbing.
Yeah, I hate seeing stuff like
it's
this.
done so well, and that's what is like. Because they're done. I hate them because they're done well, right?
Yeah.
Because at this point, you know, you don't hate Uncle John. This is like a family.
She'll say anything you say.
And then, you know, here in the next hour, we figure out that there's some bad stuff going on.
Bad juju.
Also, in Unbreakable, we only got one Oh, no. Yeah, one flashback. I guess Elijah had some.
When he's a kid.
Yeah.
I don't really remember Unbreakable too much.
Yeah, it's been way too long. I need to watch it within the next week. Is it weird that I'm going to watch Split first, then Unbreakable, then
No.
Glass?
That's how I watched them
I don't
originally.
think. Well, I mean, I've watched Unbreakable, but I don't think it hurts anything to do it
Yeah.
that way.
But like
I bet those were Facebook photos.
Probably.
I didn't watch Unbreakable until I had seen Split. Mainly because I didn't know. If I would have known it was a sequel to Unbreakable, I probably would have watched it.
Are you even a fan of movies?
Yeah.
I'm joking. Calm down.
Barry Sanders needs to.
Yeah, this is our first clue of an
Which
identity,
Dobby?
which is Barry. So now we assume that Barry is the antagonist
Yeah, right now,
right now.
as far into the movie as we are, we think Barry, yes, is the bad guy. Sorry.
Really, Barry is a good person.
Really, Barry just severely messed up the timeline.
Yeah.
He's going to the Speed Force.
She's gonna use her Kempo karate to drop kick this dude in the face.
I'd RKO him out of nowhere.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
whale.
She's just like the ultimate realist in this situation. Like
Yeah.
I think internally, 95% of us would be like the other two girls, like
Right.
freaking out trying to figure this out.
Well, even here, like, I would... You'd assume even... I understand now that I've seen the movie once, right? You understand her disposition to this and why she's...
She kind of knows
Yeah.
what's going
Well,
on.
she's had to deal with what she assumes is happening in her past, and she's learned to just live with it, right? I mean,
She's covering it up.
She's covering up.
She's trying to ignore what's in front of her,
right.
and like she thinks that if she ignores it long enough, it'll go away.
In your 6 months of karate,
Yeah.
being a Prussian mall can put me to. No, you can't do this. You can't do this right now. Why do you do this? Why?
I want to take karate at the King of Prussian Mall.
Well, it didn't help them.
Well, I don't want to use it for help. I just think it'd be fun. Chop a board. Whatcha? Except I'd yell Shazam when I do it.
You would
Shazam!
yell Shazam,
Shazam!
wouldn't you?
Off topic, did you see the ADR work for Shazam on
Yeah.
his story today?
Yeah. Shazam! Shazam!
Shazam.
Shazam! Shazam!
So if anyone wants to know when we recorded this, go to
Shazam
Zachary,
is not yet out.
go to Zachary Levi's Instagram and...
Pony Smasher,
Oh.
his Instagram.
David
Okay.
Sandberg.
The director.
Yeah.
I'm better that way, right?
Gotta get a brew.
With those beers.
The start of the downfall.
I appreciate how succinct those flashbacks are, though. Like, they don't
They don't
dwell
make
on
it a
them.
huge deal. It just kind of is in and out, and we're done.
Yeah.
No, it's me. It's Barry.
One of the really interesting things to me about these characters of his, or his personalities, is how well Dennis can emulate Barry.
Yeah,
Like,
they're aware of each other.
yeah, and they're all aware of each other, but like other personalities in him don't know, like what's the kid's name?
Hedwig.
Hedwig. So like Hedwig doesn't know what the other two or the other personalities are like.
Just
Are-
Dennis and Patricia.
Right. So he has a sense of like who they are in one sense, because they, in his mind, they sit down in a big circle.
It's so.
It's so clear.
Yeah, it's
The
so
second
like
time.
the second time you watch this movie, it's so like you see things that you're just like, I didn't even think about it the first time.
Mhm.
His little OCD
Yeah.
ticks and how he's cleaning things
And
or
straightening things
straightening
up,
things
putting it where they
out.
need to be.
Yep.
And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she does that on purpose. Sets things in different spots around her room to make sure she's talking to the right personality.
When you have 23 personalities.
You're like a Dr. Pepper. 23 flavors for 23 personalities.
Cheers, good sir. Cheers. I'm gonna drink to that.
How old are you?
Why is that on your mind?
I just saw Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins would not appreciate that question. Barry, don't you know you should never ask a lady her age?
I do find it interesting, like, this second time watching through this now. Like, that question makes sense because of Dennis's disposition to protecting them, right? So he's realizing now, their plan is maybe more important than even he was thinking before, because she is old. And he can't trust someone from Baltimore.
I'm doing much better. I shouldn't have emailed you. I'm just, look at me. I'm too impulsive.
Your cat cracks me up, man.
Is anybody listening? Does anybody care about us?
Yes, the University of Paris has asked me to do a lecture on the fact. I'm going to be doing it via
Oh, get that product placement,
baby. I'm doing it via Skype. You can get Skype at www.skype.com. Here's a pamphlet.
Did something happen?
Don't worry. This was just a visit. I'm doing much better. My actions were
Ooh, she on to you, boy. She on to you.
How soon did you guys figure out that this probably wasn't Barry? Like, in the scene, or did it take you...
Initially, I think it was...
I think I got it on the next
The
time.
second
Yeah, I was
time
gonna say
you
the
showed
next
up.
therapy appointment, I think, is when I figured it out.
Yeah.
Or like this face here when she was like really puzzled by it.
Yeah,
I think that's when I knew something wasn't right. But
right.
I mean, at this point, I don't think we know enough to say he's a different person. Like,
Yeah.
so
I'm gonna assume you guys haven't watched the deleted scenes.
No.
There is a bunch. There's like 10 or 15, not probably 15, probably 10 minutes of her, not the doctor lady's backstory, just her life a little bit, not like her life right now,
Like,
and interacting.
Flashbacks or talking
No,
to this
no,
lady?
not this lady. Sterling, what's his name from This Is Us?
Sterling K. Brown.
Sterling K. Brown is like a major character in her life that, like, all of his scenes got cut out though.
Poor guy.
he's a good actor.
But I'm glad they cut it out. It would have really slowed down the movie.
Lick it. Lick it. Lick it.
I still don't know. I just don't know if this scene needed to be in here. But
Oh, that's funny though.
it is.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Patricia.
Wearing heels.
It is ma'am.
It is mine. Those some big heels.
I'm actually kind of surprised. This is another interesting part where Dennis and Patricia are both talking at the same time.
I think it's kind of like at the end. He is looking in the mirror,
And he's flipping back and forth.
and it like does the side to side thing that
Right.
they do in these movies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And this is when you go.
Yeah. This was the moment when everybody in the theater was like,
Everybody's like, he's got a twin. No. Split, a movie about a dude who has 24 twin brothers.
I do like how you still don't know exactly what Patricia's, like, clearly Patricia's not a friend, but she is treating them nicer.
I think Patricia's allegiance is so tightly bound to the beast that she knows not to mess with things.
Right.
And so her role is kind of the damage control.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't let the other personalities be stupid and screw this up.
Right. She can manipulate Dennis into...
I think she doesn't really have a motivation like Dennis does to do things like that.
What is Dennis's motivation? Just the girls?
Yeah.
Like being a perv?
Yeah. So like she doesn't have, like, sure she wants to create the beast, but she doesn't really have any horrible, I guess, like plans. Like she doesn't need that. Like Dennis is. She doesn't have the same problem as Dennis.
Right.
Kind of like how the other ones are like diabetic or whatever.
Yeah, but she needed someone who had the strength to apprehend people and get things done. I do like how that's one of the things that comes up in this movie is, you know, the different personalities have different strengths, and even Hedwig like makes a comment about I can't wait till I'm taller than you when he's standing right next to her and the main girl, and he's clearly like a foot taller than her.
Does everyone get how whacked this is and we need to get out of here now?
I just
No. Please keep your area neat. The bathroom is unacceptable. Make it easy. I'll color coded these. Use a blue bottle to the floor. And a blue bottle is ceramic.
This is just one of like the first movies where like it's a movie about like
a lot of different
hostages,
Yeah.
but they've still never really, other than the very first time they got in the room, like they haven't really felt like they were in danger,
I was
like legitimate danger.
Mm-hmm.
dead. You are sacred food.
Now this is where it gets real weird. Sacred food, great.
Like manna from heaven.
McAvoy is just. I remember just when this movie ended thinking like he is on a completely different level in
He
this
really
movie. Like it
is.
is just wild. Dogs are the least of your concerns, sweetheart. Come on, it's me, it's Barry.
It's
Barry.
I just love when he does the accent. It kills me.
Oh, and here we get our first glimpse of
The Beast.
the Beast.
It's a Yeti.
And see, and this is when I was like, yo, this dude's gonna turn into a freaking abominable snowman.
Why would you read all that stuff like in bed?
Before going to sleep and freaking out. What if this would have been an alternate timeline and that's her as a kid and that'd have been pretty wild.
Ooh. And then you'd have flashbacks. But
Yes!
Flashbacks into flashbacks.
So I freaking love the Hedwig scenes.
Yeah, Hedwig is a great character. All the characters are great characters, but Hedwig is so enjoyable.
My name's Hedwig.
I have red socks.
Oh, that was.
He's on the move. And he's hungry.
He's on the moon.
Come here, kitty.
Someone come to you. And you're not gonna like it. You good?
I also find it interesting how Hedwig. Later, he talks about how he's the key to the other patrician, Dennis, taking over. I found that interesting. I haven't completely processed why that happened. Like, is it something about his innocence? And obviously his suggestibility.
Mm-hmm.
No. What do you want?
You blind?
Stupid lady.
Also, while like Claire is clearly set herself up to be the leader of the group, the fact that Casey like has conversations with not just Hedwig but the other personalities too, I think just shows her natural intelligence and
What's-
problem-solving capabilities.
What's the other girl's name?
Etc. Dead?
Dead and Deader?
I'll look it up.
We heard something.
He's done terrible things, and he's done terrible things to you too.
I have blue thought.
Do you know what we heard?
What did you hear?
Marsha is the other girl's
Marsha,
name.
Marsha.
Yeah, I like how she can like kind of manipulate
Okay.
Hedwig.
Yeah.
Do a little duck walk. Whack.
This guy.
He's such a good freaking 9-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
That he knew that they were the ones that he would want.
When you're not around, Dennis and the lady talk about it. They talk about coming to Paris. They're going to give him
I want your cats to come watch the movie with us.
Carl, come over. Simon. We've completely derailed this commentary just into cat talk. Oh my gosh, just the emotional range he has.
You watch TV and make you a fun dinner. We all need to get out of here.
Do you think filming this movie messed him up a little bit for a little while
No.
afterwards?
No. I'm sure he's fine.
Well, I'm sure he's fine now, but like for the few weeks following.
I bet it was tougher just during it.
Took forever to get this place safe without an antibiotic work. You're finding that we can't get out of here. I have to blow my nose.
I have to
blow my nose.
Such a child excuse. I love it.
He was crying. Now he's got a bunch of snot all up in there.
Just gotta blow it.
I loved how in our group conversation I sent you guys the gif of him dancing.
I, of course, used a psych gif.
Huh?
I, of course, used a psych gif.
This is exciting.
Knock, knock. Who's there? I do like how in this movie, like, with their proactiveness, it's not like,
It's not like most horror movies.
yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, we're stuck in here, we're all gonna die, and that's pretty much what happens. Like, they get out and they get caught, but
They make good efforts though,
Yeah.
and their actions make sense.
yeah. But like in a lot of like horror movies, I feel like the villains are so perfect.
Yeah.
Like Michael Myers, totally different movie, but he's always around the right corner.
Right.
He never makes a noise. It's something I can't stand about movies like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or this one, it's like, yeah, there was a hole in the ceiling.
Yeah. They covered it up
Yeah.
because who would think to
He was covering up the way out.
think about that vent? But
Problem is
Oh.
though,
Also, is this
these
the
cuts
first?
back and forth here? Because I keep thinking he's gonna show up, like just like boom. Oh, there
Is
he
this
is,
the
I guess,
first
but-
clue that they're in a zoo? Because it's kind of like a cage.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
Punch him in the nuts. Ooh. Do you think if you would punch Patricia in the nuts,
Wouldn't hurt.
hey, what are you guys doing?
do you guys want to see my window?
Hey.
Okay, good.
He's like the little brother. Like,
Yeah.
in this scene. What are you guys doing?
I love the attention to detail here, and this is like just on a directorial note, like, and an actor's note, like he can't physically push past them. You know, he has
Because
to
he's
go.
9.
He has to go get Dennis.
I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap you in your face.
Oh, get up there!
I also love that they kind of feel bad for Hedwig. Like,
Yeah. The walk-off camera.
She got that upper body strength.
Almost. Just gotta do it again.
Girl can do some pull-ups, yo.
1, 2.
Oh, so dope.
And it just with ease. So easy for him.
I also just love that Dennis is always in that outfit. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't wearing this stupid jumpsuit.
They
People-
each
well,
have
because the
the-
personalities probably think that they don't fit.
Right.
right?
Right.
Because his body, in his mind, his body composition has changed.
Yep.
Oh well, that was dumb.
Should have just stayed up there.
This is the first, like, chlorine. Where do you use that? I kind of thought this was like underneath like a university or something.
Yeah.
At this point, I was like, well, maybe they've got like a university with a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Right, like a
Or a water park.
or a water park.
This is a super cool shot.
Mm-hmm.
She's never seen a horror movie. She's never seen a horror movie.
Isn't this when we get the Shyamalan cameo?
No, he.
It's here shortly.
Who is he?
He's the like IT guy for the doctor.
Oh, okay. Is he gonna be the same character in Glass?
Would you step outside, please?
He's so polite. In the worst
He knows
way.
his pleases and his thank yous.
Yeah.
You like to make fun of us, but we don't want to. Step outside.
Jones.
Mike Jones. Ooh.
This isn't the same
is
locker place
Jones.
that Casey goes to later, right? This is like an older.
No, it's the same.
Is it the same one?
I think this is the only hallway.
Could you sweat? It's room. It's dirty.
Oh. Gross. Gross. You're gross, McAvoy. You're a gross man.
I never know whether to chalk this up to like he's grossed out by it being dirty or if he's just being the pervy dentist that he wanted to be at the beginning of the movie.
I think
Both.
it's both.
Yeah.
He's kind of using it as an excuse.
Yeah. He can't. He knows he can't get away with touching anymore, but you know. Yeah.
Trying to be good.
I did find it interesting. He never like washes the dirty clothes and gives it back to them.
Mm-hmm. It's because he wants to watch.
I mean,
You
does he ever
grow-
go check on her again?
You gross perv.
Will not see your friend again. Should we kept separate? Take off your skirt. Take off your shirt. Those you got all dirty from the dust.
He's like so grossed out by it. He like
Right.
walks away from his body.
Here we get our exposition dump for the movie.
Yeah.
Explaining what DID is so that
Which is important. I'm not saying like it isn't necessary information.
At least it only is pretty much this moment.
Yeah, no,
Doesn't
for sure.
Constantly berate you with exposition like some
Yeah.
movies do.
this movie moves quick. I
Yeah.
mean, it all happens very quickly.
Yep.
Like Mortal Engines, where it's like, let me explain the world for you a bit. And then there's like a bit of action, and they're like, hold on,
Let
me
me
explain
explain.
this world a bit. And it's just like, oh, okay, I get it. But wait, let me explain the world. a
So
bit.
opposite from the book. Even in that regard.
The identities of different IQs, they have different physical strengths. One personality is a Russian weightlifter and can lift 3 times his body weight.
I want a personality that can do that.
Seriously. I want a personality that's super dedicated to going to the,
The
gym
gym.
all the time. Like one part of me is just like super fit, like eats right all the time, and the other part of me is like Taco Bell every night. Like,
Taco Bell every night. Is a Russian weightlifter and can lift 3 times his body weight.
I want a personality that super dedicated to going to the gym all the time. Like one part of me is like super fit, like eats right all the time, and the other part of me is like Taco Bell every night. Like
And the other one is just a complete genius.
Yep.
to all things.
Well, let me do quantum physics real quick. And then 1 hour later, you're benching 700 pounds. Who are you?
Then you leave the
We
gym.
are Venom. No.
Oh, we get Barry again.
This is True Barry though, right?
No.
No.
No, this is
No.
still Dennis.
He's got-
Real Barry-
he's got his rag.
His rag
Real
there.
Barry never shows up. I'm pretty sure, except for the
Yeah,
videos.
except in the video.
Hers, and yeah, you see that one? It's kind of like a chenille sweater dress.
You can tell though
He's using
on the second time that he's really trying. He's not.
He's also talking about a sweater dress, which is what. Well, she wasn't wearing a sweater dress, but she had a sweater on.
Yeah,
Oh, the
with the girls.
gotcha.
The girls were wearing. That's my first.
Like
thought,
he
too.
takes the clothing so he can study it and be like, it's this brand, or
Yeah,
I never noticed that.
Just feeling overwhelmed.
I also like how this gives us a sense of time
yeah.
passing. Like, so now we know it's been
A day, 2 days.
2 or 3 days, depending on how long they were out. No, they were only out a couple hours.
Yeah.
Tell me everything's okay.
I emailed you.
Yeah.
May I talk to one of them?
I told
What's his real name?
Kevin.
Kevin, yeah.
McAllister.
It's
It's a weird sequel to Home Alone.
yeah.
The trauma
Real-
of being
real
Home
twisted.
Alone.
He
got-
really went off the rails.
I mean, pretty accurate for Macaulay Culkin. He's back on track, kind of.
Well, I mean, he made so much money as a kid. He just retired when he was 12.
Kevin Wendell Crumb
Based on the
Yeah,
is his
it's a
name.
gross name.
different identities that live in Kevin's body that I've got over there.
I'll guess you're Dennis.
I think I'm talking to Dennis.
Yep.
What? You gotta be kidding me. It's probably what I said in the theater.
He has a proclivity to watch young girls dance naked, which he himself knows is wrong, and his father has been little. I'm encouraged we can finally meet. And I guess this because you've adjusted the chocolate dish twice since you've been in here, and I understand your procedure.
I would have eaten the chocolate. I'd be like, yo, it's chocolate. She'd be like, you must be Luke. I'm like, yep, it's my own personality.
This is the first time we get a mention of the light, which
The light?
which obviously just means like
When they're in focus.
when they're the dominant personality. But it plays into a little bit of what she was talking about, like his quote unquote religious beliefs or his beliefs. You know, there's some interesting dialogue choices.
I was just curious what you're using to record. Sorry.
Tech talk afterwards.
I wanted to know.
You see, I'm not nice.
Forced
You want me to do something else?
gonna mess up his clothes to
This shirt
fake the belief that it's actually him.
What's wrong with wearing stuff from 3 seasons ago? Wearing like clothes from like 6
Like the more I watched, we're just gonna gush about James this whole time.
Oh, yeah.
But like watching him act as someone who's acting
As someone
as
else.
someone else.
It's like Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
I'm a dude playing another dude.
Except,
Playing another dude.
except really good.
Looks like another dude.
There he is.
M. Night cameo.
Shamhammer.
Okay, no, he's like the security / janitor guy or owner of the building. I don't know. Probably not the owner based on his outfit, but
And man's incessant need to be in the proximity of augmented breasts. It's like
His face when she says that, he like squints his eyes like, what? So I'm not Hooters. It's a good place, Dr. Fletcher.
I always enjoy his cameos. Like
What if he wasn't acting there? Like she wasn't acting. She's like, oh, you're not meticulous. He's like, and then he's like, oh, actually, that's pretty good. I'm gonna leave that in there.
Could be. I don't know.
Isn't very neat as you walked right through the trash.
No, Jack.
He's
No
acting.
person would have walked around it. That was an act.
I would have jumped over it. Like
I would have like hopped on the can and made the can roll backwards and then leaped off of it.
I would have done a flip. A flip.
Do a barrel roll.
Love these transition shots like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think this stuff's so awesome.
My favorite
The,
shot. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, the cinematographer. This is his second film he's ever done.
What's his other one?
Some
Unbreakable?
really unknown, obscure thing that M. Night watched and then just called him up and was like,
Yo.
I want you to be, would you want to be
Hey.
a cinematographer for this?
You're cheap.
Blumhouse only gave me $10 to hire a cinematographer.
Will you do it? Sure.
I mean, I'd take
The thrill.
the chance to work with M. Night.
I can't. Outsmart this animal.
Is this a sequel to Get Out as well? Or a prequel to Get Out?
This is the deer they used.
Good shot.
Yeah, those flashback scenes, like knowing. Like
Just
the
like-
first time you're watching it, it doesn't even like really bother you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's everybody right now.
It Follows. He's done some other shorts and stuff.
He did It Follows?
But It Follows is
Oh.
the one that M. Night
That's
saw.
the one with Kevin Bacon, right?
No.
No.
What is It Follows?
It's the one where when you have sex, a monster tries to kill you.
Who's in that?
Not like anybody famous.
Yeah, no one famous.
Pretty flower in your head.
That is not a pretty flower.
Somebody thinks it's pretty. Patricia
It's not
does.
an ugly flower. I wouldn't say it's a...
I feel like that's a flower that's at a lot of weddings.
Come along.
I think it's Baby's Breath is what it's called.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Pretty sure it was at my wedding.
Oh, baby's breath is can't smell good, can it?
It's
Brett,
actually
you've had a baby. Does it smell good?
Not particularly, but then you brush their teeth and it's fine.
Ooh, sandwich time.
Get them sandwiches. I find it interesting how Patricia, how
Allows-
willing she is to do this.
I find it strange how Patricia allows her to keep walking around in her underwear.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like she'd be like,
You should put
pants
something on. Yeah.
Because Dennis is a freak. And Dennis is going to do dumb stuff.
But
like
at the same
this.
time, she has the light, and when they have the light, they kind of talk about it later how none of them want to give it up. So in her mind, she probably doesn't plan to give up the light until the beast is there. So she doesn't really care.
Cheese sandwich. Cheese and mayonnaise.
I found this
Can eat 35 pounds a day.
They're reading the zoo
the
fact
zoo,
boards.
the zoo facts,
But can lose 30% of its weight during mating
which doesn't make sense. Like the first time you
Yeah.
watch it, you're like, what is with these animal facts? And then after you've seen where they are, it makes a lot of sense.
Homie loved the zoo.
Now this I didn't understand.
He worked at the zoo.
Why does she get upset about it not being straight?
What if it's actually Dennis?
It's crooked.
What if it's actually Dennis? But
I'm
they get
just-
freaked out by Dennis and maybe less so Patricia? And she's just getting her jollies right now looking at Marsha in her underwear?
I think
I don't
that's
know.
stretching it.
I'm just
Or,
calling right
or
now.
it could just be that Patricia doesn't want to disappoint their partner. And she thinks that if she does something wrong in the kitchen, she'll disappoint her partner or something. I don't know.
There's definitely some. They're not plot holes and they're not inconsistencies.
It's just things that aren't explained.
Yeah, because I mean, there could be some. Maybe there's personality bleed
Give him the chair!
where
Give him the
Watch
chair!
out! Watch out! Watch out!
I don't know why she thought the chair was gonna be effective. I mean, I guess it kind of is. But why don't you?
Grab the knife and
Why don't you finish? Go again.
like just keep whacking him with the chair, just over and over again.
I like this shot.
Yeah. So here's Barry's room. I like how they all have different rooms too. Well, maybe not all of them, but
Maybe the three main ones.
the main ones. Well, Dennis and Patricia won't have rooms because up until a week ago or whatever, they were banned from the light.
Oh yeah. Is that why Hedwig's so important? Because he allows them to come back?
Yeah. Gosh, this is another one of those shots where I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I legitimately think that Patricia could stab her, and that shot of the knife, right up against the skin. I don't like knives. I don't know.
Guns are too quick.
Oh, here's our first mention of the Beast, right? Like, by name.
Mm-hmm.
You got a crumb on your shirt.
No.
Just wipe off the crumb, homie. Out during these flashbacks, I thought the uncle,
Mm-hmm.
like I knew something weird was gonna happen. I thought he was gonna murder her dad.
Yeah.
Turns out it was a lot worse. Like way worse.
Probably would have traded for that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He does have that friendly face, but then as soon as you realize intentions, you're like, oh.
Yeah. It's like really funny, but it's so creepy at the same time.
Made me scared, etc.
Except, yeah, the etc. thing.
Hedwig, do you even know what that means? No.
Hedwig is the, like, he's definitely the most, to me, he's the most interesting of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has the most range to work with.
I think it's just the most interesting because it's a 40-year-old playing a 9-year-old
Yeah.
very well.
That's why he's the key.
Right.
What did he say?
He can wish himself into the light anytime he wants.
But Barry was the one who used to be able to choose.
Right.
And so Hedwig, anytime Barry gets that chance, Hedwig takes the chair. Takes the light.
Have you seen him? Beast.
No, can I kiss him? I want to kiss the other girl back here because he's in trouble. So you want him? I don't know much about kissing though.
Literally every guy, the first time
Yeah.
they get to kiss someone. Ah, this is a bad idea.
It's so, like,
It's so awkward.
it's weird because you feel like I feel like I shouldn't be laughing at this, but it's
humorous.
funny.
Yeah.
You might be pregnant now.
If you weren't laughing, you are now. Like, am I a good kisser?
I like dancing.
But then outside of like obviously the comedy of this scene, there is how Casey is beginning. I mean,
She's manipulating him.
Kanye
Yeah.
West is my main man. Forgot about that line.
Mm.
Got the moves.
Maybe I could watch you dance. Then
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, my music's in my room.
oh, great. Maybe you could sneak me there.
Kanye West is my main man. I want to see James McAvoy
Listening to Kanye West.
rapping Kanye West as 9-year-old Hedwig.
I'll tell you something.
I'm excited to see Hedwig come back in Glass.
Yeah.
Because, like, by now, like, everyone knows, or Shyamalan knows that he's, like, a fan favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure he'll be even more prominent.
Oh yeah.
Kind of bummed that we have to share the spotlight with everyone now, though.
So I can get
Because
sent to
he's definitely the most compelling.
Yeah.
Like,
I just hope that
get away.
Bruce Willis doesn't phone it in the whole time.
My concern too.
I think he looks like he cares a little more in the trailers, which is good.
Yeah.
if he wants that bonus for box office money, he better bring it.
We need Die Hard Bruce Willis and not G.I. Joe Bruce Willis.
I'll show you something cool in my room.
Ooh,
I have to go.
Oh no.
what's a getting ready ritual?
When I fall asleep, putting on this new story news Italian.
It's Barry.
We've been talking about Silicon Wolf Lynn for 20 minutes. Or can I guess that you emailed me in the middle of the night for an emergency session due to garden variety issues?
I was down and I emailed you and I woke up and I feel better.
Thank you for your daily schedule.
Mm-mm.
I want to talk about the incident at work. It's okay, Barry. You're safe.
Every time they say Barry, I just think of my name is Barry Allen. I'm the fastest man alive.
I mean, technically, he probably is the fastest man alive. Just not when he's Barry.
When he's
The Beast.
the Beast. The Beast.
He should have made his personality something that isn't evil and just like went and ran track, went to the Olympics, made a bunch of money, stuff like that.
But he's evil. Evil. Sweevel. He's kind of sweevel. He's kind of sweet. Like because of Hedwig, but he's evil.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's from Psych.
Well, then it's obviously right.
Yeah.
This brought up issues from
They-
when you were a child.
they coined that.
abused.
Oh yeah.
Another incident of abuse can
I
cause
forgot that like I mean it's not mentioned
if this is you,
much, but how
completely
you know
understand why
part of why Dennis feels the need to be protective is because Kevin was abused as a child
Yeah.
you and
in a very different way than Casey, obviously.
I told them that these are the scary stories that Dennis and Patricia tell.
Because Kevin's was on the bus or whatever.
This was from his mom.
What's the bus thing? Like somebody.
So is Patricia his mom's personality then? How she freaks out about messing things up and gets angry?
Maybe. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah. The control aspect of
Yeah.
his life. If he was always controlled by his mother.
Why would his personality of Patricia be any different?
Right.
Because that's how he understands an authoritative woman.
Mm-hmm.
Is like probably his mom.
Yeah.
But isn't there somebody like grabs Kevin in a not so great way on the bus and then that's where Dennis all of a sudden popped out.
I do have the ability to use
Oh, that was
this
mentioned earlier.
One of them like
to bring him forward as he
shows up to protect him there.
But I wouldn't
I thought it was just. It may have been. I don't remember.
I can't remember either.
for all of you.
I think we were talking while that was happening earlier.
Probably.
Sorry, everyone.
Hurt any of you. You don't have to hide.
That scarf is so
I'm
green.
for someone who cares.
Is that important? Is that a detail? Is that on purpose?
You are not.
Everything's on
It's
purpose.
just the ambiance of the room is very green too.
Yeah.
What does green symbolize in film, Brett?
Dennis.
It's a cool color.
Money?
No. Life.
Envy?
This scene confuses me though, like Dennis feeling the need to protect Kevin, but like Dennis is kind of one of the more evil personalities. I don't want to say evil, but not good.
Yeah.
This scene is just, this is what you were talking about earlier when he switches from one to the other.
I don't
This
think he
isn't
does-
that scene, but like he
But
does
yeah,
it
yeah,
here.
yeah. Where he goes from acting like Barry to very
Dennis.
clearly being Dennis.
Yeah.
Just yeah, I think it's less about. I mean, all of his personalities are influenced by Kevin's experiences, right? Kevin is the anchor of all of the other personalities, and so it's not necessarily about protecting Kevin's personality, but protecting Kevin so that the personalities can continue to exist. Without Kevin, they can't exist.
Here to protect Kevin.
He doesn't know how powerful we can be.
Would you mind telling me when you first came into existence?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
And how you and Patricia, the other undesirable identity, became aligned? That's okay. Do you still have strong beliefs?
That depends on what.
This story of the beast.
It's not a story. It's gonna happen.
I seen it, man.
You have no idea of things that I've seen.
You've met the other alters.
Dennis has definitely seen some stuff though.
Yeah,
Dennis is pretty messed up.
I'm wondering if we
Because he doesn't
learn a little bit more
About
in
the
Glass
personalities?
about
because Kevin's dad left on a train.
Kevin's dad left him on a train. Yeah, that's what it is.
You and Patricia have never met the beast, have you?
No.
That's because he's not an alter. He's not the 24th identity.
Not yet.
Yeah.
He's a fantasy.
You're a fantasy of nobody. Boom, got her.
You're a future casualty of the beast.
Oh.
Door unlocking. Door open.
The other thing I've noticed, especially in the basement here, just on a cinematography note, that a lot of the close-up shots are really shallow depth of field, and I think that adds to the claustrophobic feeling. I really appreciate that.
Of being in a basement.
Yeah. It just makes the rooms feel small, more frightening. His dance is amazing.
Get it. Chill.
I love his face.
I like his tracksuit.
I wonder how many takes they did of this.
I hope she had no idea that this was the scene that we were about to do. And she's just like, what?
I hope they hadn't like rehearsed it at all, and this was like the first time she'd seen him perform this.
I bet that was used in the trailer as something like creepy.
Scary.
Yeah.
Doing the splits. Oh, then
Nice Nikes. The thing had some crazy good sound quality.
a lots of hints in this room that they're under a zoo
Yeah.
with all of the what
I think
looks like
all the-
gift store animals.
Yeah.
I think this is the first like true moment where she realizes how much trouble she's actually in.
Yeah.
It's not new.
No.
Yeah, this is her, like, she kind of tries to pivot right here.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I showed my hand.
And it didn't work.
And-
He doesn't
and-
actually have a window. I'm screwed.
Yeah, yeah.
What a beautiful drawing, though. It's so beautiful outside.
Now it's open. Now it's open. Now it's closed.
You also wonder, I'm going to jump back to the beast here for a second, but I wonder how much
Is it really?
working in the zoo affected the
The persona of the beast.
persona of the beast.
So you could leave?
Etc.
I want to know where the etc. thing
Get out of here, Edward.
was brought into this. Like, what prompted them to do it?
Yeah.
And let me out the door. Please.
Miss Patricia says that nobody will
I'm guessing he just heard the word used,
Somewhere and
and how kids always
pick up on things
will say stuff.
You see in the corner all the pictures of
of
female
women.
breasts,
Yes.
and then there's all the zoo animals.
Drawings.
It's a turtle. Bed bugs. Operation.
The radio.
There's the beast.
In peacock feathers.
This is real.
Yeah. That is it.
Mr. Dennis's.
Pretty cool, right?
I love it.
I like how he stole it from himself.
Yeah.
But Dennis doesn't know.
Don't touch that.
Just want to see if it works.
Hey, what are you doing? Don't touch him. What if it's
Vince. He has a name.
His hair look weird.
Yeah, your hair looks weird. Good thing this is on a video.
What up?
Hello.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna slap you! Oh, and she slapped him.
Hello, my name is Casey. I'm being held in a basement under the substance with 2 other girls.
I just told you,
Oh,
bruh.
the bat. Thought that bat was gonna be more impactful later, but it wasn't.
Casey, I've been abducted. You need to find me. Call the police. I must be near you. I'm being held in a basement or something.
This is when Dennis comes back, right? Takes
Yeah.
over.
I don't know where I am. There's a man here. He abducted us and he's going to kill me.
There's a little bit of a lighting change.
Yeah.
Got darker.
Such a dope little attention. Oh, this is Patricia, isn't it? Hands behind her back.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Patricia.
I used to mow a lawn for
Dennis
a lady
has-
named Patricia.
Dennis has a bit of like a furrowed brow.
Mm-hmm. It's you can just through the facial expressions, you can tell who it is.
Not taking contrition. Shame. 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 Dong. Dong.
I once,
Dong.
so I read that article about the Blumhouse formula,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and like watching this movie, like I recognize it, and like the first time I watched it, I didn't know about it. Like very few set changes, very few outfit changes. Really, it's a very small cast.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've casted the other girls, but they put them somewhere where you don't have to see them.
Yep.
Like it's so wild. Did I ever send you the article Like, it's so crazy watching these movies after reading that.
Oh, there's a nail.
Hashtag nailed it.
I has a weapon.
Stab him in the eye. Rah, rah, ree. Kick him in the knee. Rah,
Is
rah,
one of his
ras.
personalities a cyclist?
Kick him in the other knee.
Yeah, I think so on the computer.
A sentient creature who represents the highest form of human's evolution. He believes that
This is when I started going, what?
I was gonna say, so are you like,
I hope this makes you
obviously we don't know how literal, other than like he does literally change a bit physically at the end of the movie, but like we don't know how literal the whole like the end form of human evolution is versus, you know, maybe something deeper with inside of us.
He was gonna ask for her last shirt, but he
Didn't.
didn't.
What does it mean? Foreshadowing.
Could have ended right there. Ugh, I hate this.
You hate it? You should hate it.
Yeah, I hate
I
it.
really hate it.
Then I get why you do. Like, this scene starts and instantly you go, oh, frick,
Yeah.
no, heck no. No, 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 no.
I think what's like even more disturbing is it's clearly something that's
Happened repeatedly.
right already. And now you get why she's so
Uncomfortable taking her clothes off.
well, I was gonna say
Just depressed.
complicit with like when Patricia tells her to go to her room,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Hey, Casey Bear. This isn't funny.
because it's easier just sometimes to, at least in her position, to just
Is it loaded?
let it happen, and
Casey?
you know she lets it. She deals with it in other ways which are not healthy, but
Yeah.
Stop it, Casey.
God, and you want her to pull the trigger.
You're getting upset. Could have killed me.
She should have.
Should have killed you.
Again, there's the depth of field thing you're talking about,
Gross,
where they make it
nasty
feel
man.
Yep.
very closed in.
It's also the first time we really see her suffering, or not, like
Reacting?
like
Yeah.
yeah,
Releasing
yeah,
all the
releasing that
built
built up. Yep, exactly.
Oh, geez.
Barry Sanders needs you.
Yeah, ICT, baby. North High School.
He went to North?
Yeah. Dude was a beast.
But not this beast.
He doesn't realize how much time
Yeah,
has
Barry
passed
Sanders
there.
and-
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
It's a little
I
cool-
love
a
that.
cool little detail.
Yep, he's. Whoop.
He's like, crap, we're late.
Yep.
Hello, Dennis. Just now. Is everything okay?
We're fine.
Is really lucky to have you. You are quite extraordinary. Just don't want you guys to get hurt.
I find it interesting.
I think we're extraordinary.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, right.
May I come in?
I mean, there must be.
Why don't you just tell me?
I'm trying to figure out Dennis's motivation here for letting her in, right? Like, does he want to show off the beast to her?
When she said, "You think we're
Extraordinary.
extraordinary," he obviously felt like she was caring for him, which is probably what he's after.
I'll get to some more. They got a problem. It's outside.
Who are you going to meet?
I'm impressed that
The
he's
Muffin Man?
the head of maintenance.
We'll talk.
I think Dennis would actually be pretty good.
He
at
probably
that.
would be actually a really good head maintenance guy.
What his mother did to him. I remember it all.
I'm happy you're suddenly so open.
Kevin's mother had rather malevolent ways of punishing us really.
So there we
Except
go.
when you arrived in the night.
The one way to avoid her attention was to keep everything spotless. Everything.
I love the little backstories that every character has too.
Mm-hmm.
To help Kevin now.
I'd like to hear some of the other ones, like the diabetic guy,
System.
that you don't know anything about him except for when she's watching the video.
Yeah.
There's one of them like dying too, like
Yeah.
deathly ill.
Yeah.
There's one in the trailer for Glass that speaks Spanish. Have you guys seen that trailer? It's like a TV spot, I guess.
No, I
No,
don't think
I
so.
haven't.
Yeah, he's like speaking like full blown just Spanish conversation. You're like, wait, what?
When you asked if I'd ever met the beast, I said no. There really isn't true. You wrote about a woman in Germany who'd been blind for 10 years.
Is McAvoy British?
Discovered the
Yes.
EID. Then
Crazy.
her identity.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
You speculated that her optical nerves regenerated because of her beliefs.
What are you trying to say?
If you believe hard enough, you can do
become.
anything.
What are you trying to do?
And if you build it, they will
They will
come.
come.
It will be very.
You said that you felt this situation was
It'll be very interesting to see how they wrap this up in Glass. The whole that whole philosophy.
Of believing whatever you believe.
If
Bruce Willis is gonna believe
if
he
it's
can be underwater.
if it's real or if it's just
Rain Man's gonna believe he can go underwater and he'll be fine.
So, like, can Bruce Willis not go underwater? Because isn't that just because he was he got stuck in the tarp in Unbreakable?
yeah.
His
That's how
weakness is water.
that's how I interpreted it.
That's why he wears the raincoat
Oh.
when he's in the rain. Yeah.
I didn't know it actually made him weaker.
Yeah. Yeah. His weakness is water.
Oh, I thought it was just like he was stuck in the tarp. I
No.
thought he was just wearing that raincoat because it was raining. I
No.
never picked up on that.
Yeah.
I must not have been paying attention.
Yeah.
Aslan is on the move.
I don't understand. It can't be real. There must be limits to what a human being can become.
For some reason, I was just thinking if somebody should turn that into like a Santa meme.
He can't be real.
There are limits to what a human can become.
Or even be.
We should discuss that so we can understand fully.
Understand what?
Sometimes. Let's just know.
Who are you going to meet?
Him or her. It's 2018 now.
It's 2019, sir.
You know what? I would love to take notes on all of this.
You should have been recording this whole time, lady.
We could discuss this in a proper session tomorrow.
You also she makes a
Okay with this.
This has been so wonderful.
semi-huge mistake, I think.
I can see that you feel very empowered by the
What?
philosophies
Walking into the building.
Well, outside.
trying
of
to like as soon as she knows someone's trapped in the room, here in just a moment. She should totally just still leave and call the police
Yeah.
rather than.
But this is a movie, and we need that.
That's true. Now, I don't get this. That's to prevent it. I guess just to prevent it
I
from
think
walking.
she tries to get back in, doesn't she? She goes back
Yeah.
in,
Oh, that's right. That's right.
or somebody does. I guess I don't remember. if it's
No,
her.
she gets thrown back in. In there.
So she can get out.
I thought it was so maybe she could get out, like so the bolt wouldn't, or the latch wouldn't completely
Yeah.
catch. Yeah, because that's how Casey gets out later. Sorry, we're spoiling this whole movie if you haven't seen it.
If you haven't seen it and you're listening for your first watch, it's gonna be kind of weird anyways, because we spoiled it in like 10 minutes. in.
This is true.
Everybody dies. Glasses. A total reboot.
They should have shown Glass in this movie. More so than
Then Bruce.
Bruce Willis.
See right here, you don't stay. You close the door, and you run to the nearest phone.
Who is it? Help me. Help me. Is someone there?
Bruh. No.
I wonder, so like when he says that, like I wonder what makes him believe it. Like why does he believe that they'll never reach their potential? Like is that just like an empty thing that he
No,
says? or
because they are
impure.
impure. No, they are.
They've had everything handed to them.
They are.
and
Yeah.
They haven't had any
Challenge.
trials to go through.
Yeah.
They've had easy lives where like Kevin and Casey have had really hard lives.
And you have to have that brokenness. You have to be broken in order to reach that next level of human evolution. In his mind.
Shiny and chrome.
Yeah.
What?
Spraying stuff on her mouth. So like, shiny and chrome. Witness me. Witness.
Witness
That'd be fun.
I also don't know why they are waiting now to
We need to get out of these rooms.
finally search for things that might help them freak out.
I don't know. If I was locked in a room, I'd probably cry for a couple hours at least. How long has it been? Has it been a day or two?
I mean, I think
It's
it's
been at
been
least
at
2
least 2
days.
days for both of them. 2 days at least for Claire. Marsha, maybe a day.
Marsha.
A day or two.
See, he just like pretty much woke up, like right there. It's a cool shot.
Yeah, so now he's switching personalities. Now he's Marsha?
Patricia.
Or, yeah, sorry. Patricia. Wake
I don't
up.
understand the purchase of flowers.
The flowers?
It's for the girls.
Oh yeah.
Slide bolts on the outside of our doors. See if you can move the lock through the crack in the door.
She's not that short. She shouldn't have to look up that high to see that.
I would just kick the door over and over.
Those aren't that strong. Yeah, I mean, the slide bolts
It's a
are.
pretty. I mean,
I mean, did you see how they were?
I know she
screwed
knows
on?
there's a slide lock on it, but at the same time, you don't know if there's actually like 5. I guess.
I'm gonna kick it and see where the door gives.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, you got through one. Computer time.
Just gonna get on that Steam store and
download Fortnite.
download Fortnite. Then she's gonna get on Epic and download Division 2
And Fortnite.
and Fortnite again.
Keys clacking.
I know.
I
I
love
love the
subtitles.
subtitles where it like describes the sounds.
A soft wind blows.
Stay calm. We're getting out of here. We're gonna get Casey. You can do this, Marsha.
Marsha. I cannot.
There was a brief moment where I thought that that's what these two were actually like. They were gonna actually get out, not necessarily survive.
I did too. Come on, girl, you got it. Keep fishing.
So yeah, I don't know.
I'm guessing that something happened. That's where his
The
dad
train
left.
when his
Well,
dad
the
left.
train, yeah, when his dad left.
Orwell, Jade, Barry, Kevin, Heinrich, Norma. Got it.
Orwell's the historian.
This is the nerd. The Horde. So is that his? Is that his actual name, or is he like his, I don't know, his superhero villain name?
The Horde?
The Horde, or
Yeah.
is it the Beast?
It's the Horde.
Okay.
All the doctors, besides Dr. Fletcher, say that we're the same person.
See, I want to know more about this dude.
That's Jade.
It's a
It's a
chick.
girl.
I want to know more about that chick.
Barry.
I thought it's interesting how number 5 is listed as Kevin. But maybe Barry started doing that, and this is how they're just labeled by order
Yeah.
that they were done, not necessarily.
In identity order.
Mm-hmm.
It's Hedwig.
Keeps obsessing about the ones
Yep.
who haven't suffered. Where they're going with this, but it scares me.
And I wonder, I don't know how many are in the Horde.
Patricia,
Is it
Dennis,
just the
and
3?
the Beast at the moment.
And Hedwig, kind of. He's not really
Kind of.
evil though.
He's being manipulated by the
Yeah.
Horde.
But I wonder if there are others that are maybe more neutral, and Patricia and Dennis don't let them in because...
Some might have not come out since they were even created.
Right, that's true.
Yoked McAvoy.
He didn't skip arm day.
I sure did.
Yeah,
Yoked
me
out of
too.
his mind. Tom Cruise in it.
Run.
On the couch.
Playing Fortnite. No. Come on, girl. You got it. Get it. Yeah.
Ooh, so close.
Ah, spotlight almost got him.
Almost.
It's a fact that if the spotlight catches you, you're caught.
You have to
I've
stop
learned that
running.
from so many video games. If you're in the dark, they can't see you, and if the spotlight hits you, there's a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Metal Gear.
and Wind Waker. Oh, one of the most stressful levels was when you go back to the Forsaken Fortress. I love that shot. For some
Yeah,
reason.
that's a great shot.
Go back to the Forsaken Fortress in Wind Waker, and you don't have a sword.
This isn't a Zelda game commentary.
I'm sorry.
I thought this was pretty, actually, ingenious. Find something heavy to hit it with.
That's what Marsha should have done.
And
Oh, come on.
that's when we knew they're screwed. I saw this coming from a mile away. What she was writing down.
Oh, the actual name.
The actual name.
Yay! Yay!
Thud.
The Beast panting. Almost. Heath,
girl.
Heath, moving
Aslan is on the move.
Heath on the move.
Etc.
Man, she is sleepy. He back.
He on the ceiling though.
If I was this chick, I would absolutely crap myself when I saw this fool. She's like, yeah, what could go wrong? Woo!
It's okay, I've got a knife.
I've got a knife.
Oh,
What a great reveal.
beast mode.
Eesh. Yo, I would poop myself
Yeah.
immediately. Use that knife, girl. At least try.
She does kind of here in a second. I also
Ugh.
like this is one of those. Oh,
That's when you go, oh, okay. This is not good.
yep. This is just an awful way to go. Just having
Being crushed.
being crushed like a python would crush you. Ugh. Oh, the bone crack.
Ouchie.
Oof.
Kill the mood with a weird laugh. Dude, her like cheek is twitchy and I'm
Yeah.
just like
His eyes are also black when he becomes the beast. They put in like black contacts.
Yeah.
Go for a night walk. Think this through. Organization. Thus,
Run, Barry, run.
my journal for Monday.
Ciao. Yeah, so that's how Dennis learned what Barry's like, just reading the journals,
Yep.
so he could portray him in the meetings.
Emulate. Hmm.
So he doesn't want to eat her, right? Because she's been through tough times and he thinks that she'll reach.
No, not
He's
yet.
planning on eating.
He's planning on eating her. So originally it was just gonna be the two girls.
And then he
The
got
two other girls, but he kind of like Casey was just happened to be there because her parents didn't, or uncle, I guess not parents, her uncle didn't come pick her up, right?
creepy uncle.
Creepy uncle.
Screw that guy.
So then they had three, and so I think they've just kind of assumed that she's like the other two.
Yeah.
Oh, this is. Oh.
This is, dude, when I did not think like he was actually gonna literally
Like,
eat
eat
them.
them?
I thought it was some type of metaphor, like I'll eat you, like
Throw up in
I'll
your
study
mouth
you
a
or
little bit
something,
there.
yeah. But like he's and this chick gets dragged, doesn't she?
No, not the first one. Marsha's already.
Oh, that's disgusting. Like,
Yeah,
when you see it.
when you
like-
see it.
And it's not even like gross, but then you realize, oh, he's legit eating those girls.
What's
like,
worse is that Claire is still alive at this point, and then she gets dragged.
Zoom. See how many memes I can reference?
Yeah. Why would you?
Even look. Ugh. I'm amazed at how, like the next shot of him, I believe, his face is very clean.
Probably in a napkin.
Dennis showed
He
up.
has
in a
nice.
few seconds.
He has
Clean
nice
up.
manners. He knows his pleases and thanks yous, and he uses his napkins.
So this is the door with the handkerchief in it.
Yeah.
She doesn't try to push it open, but theoretically it should be able to push open, even if the door's locked.
The beast growls.
The beast is on the move.
He's on the move.
I'm not sure what she's looking for at this point.
A good book.
Like, I get you're desperate, so you're just
Say
his name.
Kevin Wendell Crumb.
Say my name. Say my name.
I really like how.
I would have pooped it myself again.
Oh.
They keep doing stuff where I'm just like, what the freaking crap is going on in this film?
Her reaction's great too. Don't say it. Yell it. Good job. Now run.
Look at the detail on his body changed.
Mm-hmm.
You made a mess. I'm out here.
She's crazy.
Yeah, and that's when they talked about it earlier, but that's the only time you see it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Oh no. This is the only time we get to actually see Kevin.
Yeah.
Who are you? What's happening?
Something horrible.
What did I do?
Oh, you just ingested the innards of two young females. So you'll probably vomit here in a bit.
I do like this moment. It's such a, like, I feel like so many movies, this doesn't follow the conventional, like, structure, right? Like, this is a big pause in the middle of what should be, like, a huge climax.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of takes you, it kind of jolts you out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
And for me, I like the difference. Like,
I love that in this moment, he's like, it's still September 18th, 2014.
right.
And in this, what is it, 2016 when this movie came out?
I think so.
And
Yeah.
you assume it took place during that time.
Yeah. And also the fact that he's,
He's asking to be killed.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't him. This isn't what he...
so this is Jade.
This is the scene.
Yep, this is the scene.
This is what we have to do. As in 10:08, when Anatol suffered the Shah's most crushing defeat and Mahmud overran the entirety of the Punjabi's taking the famed temple of Agra, we have been wronged by this alliance, this horde of Patricia, Dennis, and the boy. Their actions.
Yeah, so the Horde is the,
So Hedwig is part of it.
Hedwig is considered part of it.
Everybody just take a minute. It's the only control of their life.
No, this scene, man. Holy cow.
Money, my name is Barry.
And I'm the fastest man alive. Uh-oh.
Shouldn't have used the walkie-talkie. Hey, who knows comments?
Stop it, Edwin.
They were right. Look, you're so frightened about Dennis and Miss Patricia.
Richard, because of me. I'm gonna give the mic to them now. No one's allowed to make fun of me anymore.
There's Patricia.
Yep. Covers herself up.
Everything's fine now.
The music goes away. There was kind of that like interlude of hopeful music,
And now just
and now just silence.
Oh, there's no moving back there, but he's not going to hear me. He's to share with us his dream of a larger group to sustain him. Then, well, I'm worthy of next time. This is just the start.
Woot woot.
Right here, when you see
I
him
love
transform, the attention to detail on his veins is super impressive to me.
I love the string instrumentation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're right. That was the same locker group.
Crumb. Victor Crumb.
Woo! This scene is dope too.
This is my favorite shot coming up here.
When he's on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Coming
The
down.
lights are just going. It's just like, ooh.
Just take it with you.
there we saw. Do you see her scars? First time we saw her scars right there. I didn't notice them the first time I watched the movie. I
Oh
could see
yeah.
him on her stomach. But yeah, if you're not looking for them,
Yeah, you would never
you
notice.
never notice them. And then the biting of the leg. Ah.
Yeah, I can definitely see him there.
Kind of amazed like you see her leg here in the next shot, I think, and I'm like, dang, it's a big old gash.
That
Yeah.
would suck.
Here we go. It's about time to get the crawl on. I love when he puts his face up to it and he starts to peel it apart.
He looks so
He looks horrifying.
monstrous. Yeah.
Here you go, Luke. Here's the shot you like right here.
This is a nice, like, her arc right here of deciding that, like, in her past, I mean, what she didn't have a choice, right? In terms of, I mean, she could have told someone, but she was at this point in her life, she was in the position where she had to go with her uncle. She couldn't stand up to him, and now she's going to stand up to
The beast.
the beast. You
And
know,
then her.
Symbolically.
metaphorically or symbolically, the uncle.
Oh, the
abuse
cutaway
in her
of the
life.
music. Just like, oh, jeez.
I want to know how they.
Film that?
Is it just upside down? They just shoot it, like make a inverted set? Or they have some. Oh, I feel like they just. Like for some of the movements with him, they just speed it up just enough for it to feel unnatural. But then they slow it down, back down.
Climax of the movie. Hard for us to talk.
Yeah. One of the things I think M. Night does really well is suspense. And like drawing out that tension. He does a really good job here, I think, too.
Those who have not been born have no value in themselves and no place
We get the antagonist manifesto.
Yeah.
What does he start doing?
He starts monologuing.
What is that from?
Incredibles. Ever since that movie, I can't take superhero movies total seriously. Because
Yeah.
a lot of times we'll start doing that and I'll be like, oh, they're monologuing.
Her gun can absolutely hurt you. Ah,
I love that he
Ooh.
just like dares her to.
Mhm.
He's like, please shoot.
the like walk out, walk
Yeah.
back. Oh,
Ouchie.
does she have another bullet? Maybe
Kevin shows up here, right?
No,
No.
Is it Dennis?
no, it's still the Beast. He just recognizes that she has scars.
See, he switched to somebody else though, and then came back to being the Beast again.
I don't think any of the other personalities could handle those
Being
wounds.
shot.
Oh, and none of the other. Yeah, I see what you're saying though.
Yeah.
Yeah, this shot is maybe my favorite. It's so terrifying.
Oh, it's creepy.
I love the detail with the blood in his mouth and stuff. Like, that's
Mhm.
just super dope.
Music cues back up,
Mm-hmm.
implying that the danger is gone.
So, I have a question. Are her scars self-inflicted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if maybe they were from her uncle.
No,
Okay.
I think all the stuff with the
So she's gonna have a power in glass, right?
I don't know. She can if she believes hard enough.
Yeah.
Broken are the more evolved, or
Evolved.
whatever is what he just said here.
See, and that's what I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if Glass is really going to lean in to that or back off of it. I would think it's going to lean in.
I think it
because
is
it's
based on the
more-
hero villain trailer that they released.
Sure. Well, and this is the newer movie,
Yeah.
so I think M. Night's he's gonna leap forward more off of this than off of
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
It's only been 27 years.
Door opens. Thanks for showing up to work, man. No.
Right? Mary Joseph.
What are you doing in this area with a bitten leg and a shotgun?
No adrenaline.
We get the sunlight finally coming in,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, animals. At first I was like, this is like a... First I thought like animal sanctuary. Vet, right? I'm like, wait a second, that doesn't make
And then
sense.
his shirt says
Zoo.
whatever zoo. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wow.
Lions.
I'm just curious about how big her role is gonna be.
In the next one, like where does she fit?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'll be kind of disappointed if she's like barely in it.
I think she's gonna have a power.
I think that'd be great.
Because everybody with a tragic backstory has a power. Batman, I mean, he doesn't have any powers, but he becomes a superhero because he believes he can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just David Dunn.
David Dunn, yeah.
Glass has his disease, but he's a genius.
Yeah.
And then the Beast, and then
He just realized he talked to her.
Yeah.
oh, dude, oh my gosh, that'd be the worst. If you got a message like that and you did nothing. Oh my gosh.
It's everybody's different toothbrush.
Yep.
All the personalities.
Everybody has to brush their teeth. Probably except Kevin,
Yeah.
because he never gets out.
Hey, he's been in there for 2 years. Could you imagine finding this
Oh.
as a cop and being like, what on earth?
If I worked at this zoo, I would freaking quit.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, I'm out of here. Going to the San Diego Zoo.
Hedwig. My name's Hedwig.
I have Fred Fox.
I'm trying to figure out if the window symbolizes anything or if it's
It symbolizes freedom.
simply a
Drawing he did.
well, it's a device used to
Maybe somebody
Steal
being
her
trapped
hoe.
on the inside and looking out, kind of like all their personalities.
Oh, there you go. See?
Boom.
Boom.
Metaphors, film, storytelling.
See how you not like Aronofsky?
The more you know.
No. I saw the trailer for Noah. That was enough. Saw the trailer for Mother.
Did you do
That was
Noah?
enough.
You did do Noah. See, I think this implies that she doesn't go back with her uncle, and then maybe she does, and this is when she gets her super, or, you know,
Her power.
her power.
She evolves.
Yeah. Because this cop has that reaction like, oh no, she doesn't want to go back to her uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has like the maybe we shouldn't give her back.
Right.
Do we know how old she's supposed to be? High school, we assume?
Yeah. Yeah, because the Claire was just about able to drive on her own. At the very beginning, the dad talks about how.
This scene is so awesome after seeing Unbreakable. Because it has the music from Unbreakable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's shot just like Unbreakable. Like these camera panning movements.
Yep.
Oh jeez, Hedwig.
Figured I'd have to. So what do we do now?
This is so crazy.
Trust in
Oh jeez.
you and protect us. Look, what you can do. Let him show the world how powerful we can be.
Superhero.
This music right here. This is the music from Unbreakable. Oh.
Yeah.
The Horde.
do think that line of dialogue is a little awkward.
It was glass.
That's when everybody went, "What? You gotta be freaking kidding me!" And that right there is the best acting Bruce Willis had done in the past 15 years as well. Yay!
Woo! Good movie.
Good movie.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never noticed that before. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. All the 24.
Dennis, Patricia,
Yeah,
Hedwig,
Lex.
The Beast, Kevin Wendell Crumb, Barry Orwell, Jade, James McAvoy.
That's awesome.
So yeah, 8.
Oh man. So in Glass,
Casey gets powers.
I think Casey is the only person that survives the whole ordeal.
You think the 3
Ooh.
heroes
Yeah,
villains die?
heroes die. I
I think
wonder.
Glass is a dead man.
I think the Beast is a dead man, and Dunn is a dead man, and Glass is broken beyond belief. Pretty much dead. Casey's gonna like trip him.
Casey's gonna become the Beast.
Oh.
Well, so we have two rivalries here. We have Dunn and Glass, and the Beast and Casey.
Whatever her superpowers will be.
Well, yeah. So if we're going by Unbreakable's
It's strength versus
theology, they're opposites,
Yeah.
right? So
What
her-
is the opposite of the Beast?
Well, his is strength as well. He has the same. He's pretty much the same as Dunn, except he got his differently. So maybe hers is a knowledge type one too.
knowledge based.
She can fly. No.
Yeah.
She's the ultimate strategist.
She can go back in time for 5 seconds and change.
My guess is that it probably comes down to, because a lot of what the Beast is about belief, and so I think hers is also going to be based around that idea of faith, and either faith in yourself or faith in others.
Or magic.
If
With
the
a K.
beast is, believes he's the
Sounds
next
like
step
you
of
could be a new
evolution for humanity, then maybe she is the acceptance that humanity doesn't need to evolve. I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see where it goes.
It will be.
Well, let's see. Okay, so M. Night Shyamalan. So what's the last thing?
Call them different names.
I
every
can't.
time.
I can't say his name.
Shyamalan?
And I heard somebody, I think on Collider, said Shamhammer one time,
Oh, nice.
and I've done that ever since because it's kind of funny. It's way easier. Anyway,
True.
What's the last thing that you would expect? This is all in Sarah Paulson's head.
Kevin wakes up at the end.
Kevin wakes up at the end and he realizes he's been left at home again during Christmas, and he's writing a screenplay with Old Man Rivers from Home Alone 1 and Pigeon Lady from Home Alone 2, because he didn't want to be alone anymore. And that's Dennis and Patricia. Because
No.
Old Man Rivers was cleaning up all the snow.
No.
And Patricia was like serving hot chocolate.
It's
I don't know.
revealed that this is the story that M. Night Shyamalan was writing in Lady in the Water.
Oh my gosh. Connects it to another one.
And then it would just be a Stephen King movie.
Oh jeez.
Where they're all connected to each other.
For real though, with predictions, I think Casey's the only one that survives, but I actually don't think she's gonna get powers.
That's my only prediction, is that she gets powers.
I actually like that, because if...
It also negates powers out from the world then, so it makes it a more true story.
Well, if the Beast is this amalgamation of powers, the opposite of that would be no powers.
What if I know in the trailer Sarah Paulson's the doctor or whatever, and she's all like, "You're all making this up."
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it actually could turn out to be something like they're all just wrong in the head.
Yeah.
And we're
Like-
seeing what they actually believe,
Yeah.
but in reality, it just looks
could-
like a
yeah,
bunch
if
of
it's a
12-year-olds
common- if it's
playing
a-
LARP at the park.
Well, if it's a commentary on the world we live in today and the idea that we each have our own individual truths, like that's a big thing of, Tyler can have his truth and his reality, and Luke can have his reality, and Brett I can have my own reality, and we should be able to all coexist, but all live in our own realities. This could be a commentary on that, saying, no, like, in a way, yeah, you can, but the greater truth is that there is one reality that we all live in. And I think that would be an interesting take.
Yeah. But who knows? I mean, never know what the Sham Hammer is going to drop.
In any case, I am very excited to see
Glass.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Pumped.
Ready to see more McAvoy.
Yeah, all of those
I'm ready
characters
for
really.
more Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, he'll be
Mhm.
good too.
I love him in a
It'll be good to see Samuel Jackson as someone other than Nick Fury.
real.
Or the Quicksilver guy for Capital One credit cards.
What's in your wallet?
Not a
Yeah, I've
Capital
seen
One
him on
credit
Snakes
card.
on a Plane.
Gotta get these Monday, Friday
is
snakes on this monkey freaking plane. I love watching that movie on
This
TV.
was our very first movie commentary.
Yeah. I think we crushed it.
we did something with it.
Yeah, it happened.
We'll get better.
Nah.
Hopefully you still liked it.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments. I'll put this on YouTube. It's just an audio.
Yeah.
But you can comment if this is like on SoundCloud or YouTube. If you're listening to it via the podcast, via like Apple Podcast or Google Play.
Yeah.
Shoot us like a message on Twitter. Let us know, what would you like to hear more of in our discussion.
Yeah. What other commentaries do you want?
Do you like Brett's deep dive into the cinematography? Would you rather have Luke just making jokes?
Do I talk too much?
Let us know.
And I'm here. Brett seems to forget me a lot, but I am here.
Tyler, you keep the rudder straight while we're screwing with the sails.
Yo, I'm a full jib over here.
Anyways, thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
We'll have these out once a month as of right now.
Yep.
So
That's the plan.
Don't forget about the podcast on Monday nights.
8
at 8.
p.m.
Yeah, we'll see you guys around.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.